officially live. Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of The Candy Shop. I am your host, Raul Reeds. As you guys can see, today I have not one, but two guests. Welcome. I like. What did you change your name, Keira? What is that?
Kiros.
What is your name?
Chaos.
Kiros.
Kiros. Yeah.
I love that. So welcome, fellow guests. Also, guys, make sure to follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify because the visuals will only be up for 1 week. Okay, so don't miss it. But would you guys like to introduce yourselves, plug in your books, give us a little bit of like what it's about?
You first.
Me, I have no book, guys.
Kira
You first. We're not drunk here, guys.
I'm over here trying to open my wine.
My beer's open, by the way.
She's
We're
like,
gonna
you
be
go
drinking,
first.
guys. We have a couple of viewers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm Keira Lane, otherwise known as Kiros Lane, because chaos, and that's my middle name. But I am the author of The East Wind. I have a couple stories in that anthology, which is horror and weird fiction. And I'm also the author of From a Heart-Shaped Box. I have a little blurby thing. Look at my blurby thing. So through the stories of within From a Heart-Shaped Box are works of fiction, I draw upon my own experiences to share a glimpse of my heart and soul. While experiences in life differ, the emotions they evoke are the same. And I am able to capture raw sentiment, bottling it up in a way that lets others know that they are not alone. I am also working on this fantastically fun project. I am doing a modern era retelling of Pride and Prejudice, but with gender swap and LGBTQ. So like Charlotte Lucas is actually Charles, and Mr. Collins stays Mr. Collins, but they end up getting married in that book. So it's going to be really, really fun. And here's my little blurby thingy on that. Oh. Ellington Bennett is an aspiring writer set on making a name for himself in the investigative journalism world. His life forever changes when Darcy Williams, publisher for DeBurgh Publishing, torpedoes into his world, turning it upside down. When the past catches up to Darcy and truths come out, can she earn Eli's forgiveness and regain his trust? Vanity Affair is a modern retelling of Pride and Prejudice following the turbulent relationship between Mr. Bennett and Miss Darcy Williams, with a twist. And that's that. Thank you.
She said, I came prepared today. I got it.
I did. I did.
That.
No elevator pitch freakouts.
What about you, Kimber?
I can't even get this undone. This is like ridiculous. I'm never like, you guys, we're going to be finished with this by the time I open this bottle.
Trust me, I can't open a bottle of wine to save my life. I even broke the little screw, the corkscrew.
I did the wing thingy.
Do that again?
There, like, the
I don't even know.
Wing thing.
Like, is that a gag? We're off to a good start, guys. I swear we didn't drink anything beforehand. We were like, I opened it before, but
this is all unfiltered me. It's just gonna get worse as I drink. It'll be great. All right, it's Kim's turn now.
Yes, Kim.
So I wrote this. See, I even got one that's not the proof copy after the last time. So I am unprepared. Screw down further. That's what she said, Carrot.
That should go in your next book.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm glad you said it.
Ooh, I think I can make that work. So my elevator pitch, if we're only going from first to second floor, is there's murder, there's mayhem, and there are people with some issues that meet, fall in love, and boink a lot.
I want to add there's a lot of nipple play. There's a lot of nipple play. She did not add that in there, but that's the third floor. Yeah, we only went 2 floors. Third floor is nipple play.
Really?
You gotta sell money. You just gotta add a little bit of spice, you know?
I didn't think that there was that much.
Yes, there's a lot. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm annotating it. It's good. Look,
He's highlighting all of the nipples. Like
there's this one, guys. There's this one part, like these 2 pages, and you guys will know what I'm talking about. When the lead character, the male character, he's kind of asserting his dominance and making her watch. I was like, I can highlight this whole thing. I can highlight it all. But yes, it's amazing. So I highly recommend it, guys. Yeah, I heard Poink a lot. Yes. Yep. So welcome, chat. Thank you for joining us today. As you guys can see, it's gonna be a crazy, crazy day. Off the bottle, straight out of the bottle. Oh my god! For audio listeners,
it's literally the only way to go. Why waste a glass?
Kira's drinking it straight out of the bottle. She said, "No glass for me today." So Valentine's Day is approaching us really rapidly. Like, I didn't even know it was like on Monday. You guys have any plans by any chance?
I'll be working.
Me too. What about you, Kira? Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day?
No.
No. I love
Valentine's. Yeah, well, like for me, like Valentine's isn't like, I don't know. It's just an overplayed holiday. Like diamonds are an overplayed gem.
They are. They're not even that pretty. Okay, on chat, if you guys have any Valentine's Day plans, let us know. So we're gonna go on to the next topic. Do you guys have any favorite romantic comedies? I have a lot that I've been really sitting on.
I have a bunch of romantic comedy favorites. Well, I really have like my romantic comedy actresses that I like to follow. Like Sandra Bullock in Proposal. Hilarious. I love Sandra Bullock. You know, when she's out there with Betty White doing her like, to the floor, now shake it. You know, like I can get down with that. Like that's like my jam. So I would say like that movie in particular is like one of my favorites.
What about you, Kimber? Do you have any favorite Valentine's Day favorite romantic comedies that just like pop out of like top of your head?
You ask and it just goes. But yeah, Sandra Bullock in just about anything. Really, all of that stuff. She's got such a great sense of timing. My favorite movie by her is Practical Magic, because
that's a good one.
It's pretty fantastic. So it's not necessarily. Is it a comedy? It's kind of.
It kind of is.
It kind of is.
I don't know. The zombie dude coming back was pretty comical. How they painted that.
Yeah.
So another one is like my old original though was like Meg Ryan, and then she stopped with the movies, and I'm sad about that. But Sandra Bullock is a nice person. Like she filled in that void.
I mean, if we want to kick it back, we'll just go straight back to the 80s and do like 16 Candles and all of that stuff.
But that didn't age well, though. I saw it recently for the first time, and I was like...
You know, and I have not watched them for a long time, so there are problematic parts now that I'm looking back on it. Fine.
What, like her taking that vintage dress and turning it into like a garbage bag pink hideous thing? Yes, I will agree with that.
I'm so
She said that's an offense. That's a criminal offense.
That was a beautiful dress.
Do you know which movie I feel like doesn't get enough love? The Holiday. Have you seen it? Cameron Diaz? Oh, I love that one. I saw it in the airplane for my trip to Washington, and I was just in the plane, just enjoying it, living my life. The person next to me, she's like, my headphones, she's like really close to me. I was like, I think she's trying to listen, so I kind of like.
Must be the gain.
She goes, what is that? She goes, well, he smells funky. So Kimber, after reading your book, I'm not done with it yet, but while reading your book, I wonder, who is Kimber? Who is she? Can you let us know a little bit about you so we can get to know you a little better? We're in a speed date, guys. And all viewers, we're speed dating right now.
Oh Lord.
Can you tell us a little bit
This
about
is
yourself, Kimber?
Speed dating 3-way. What?
That's in a different series that I've got going on. Wait a minute. I am living for this right now, y'all.
Well, that hurt my nose.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So, I was in the Army, and that's where I got the military romance thing from. I was actually stationed at Fort Huachuca at one point in time where this whole series is set. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. So I am not from Alabama. I just live here. Let me go ahead and say that right now.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer, I am not from here. I just live here. I'm actually from New Mexico, about 2 hours from where Keira grew up. Spent a good amount of time in the Army, traveling all over the world, doing some pretty cool stuff, meeting some pretty cool people. And then we came to Alabama, and I finished my degrees. I finished my undergrad and then my master's degree, and now I work. Fort Drum in Mannheim, Germany. I was in Germany. I was in Augsburg, Germany, which has been closed for a long time.
If you actually read her foreword in my book, she says that she has a special piece of Germany that she keeps in her little box.
I do, and it's in the other room. I have a piece of the wall, because when the wall came down, a lot of the U.S. troops got huge pieces of the wall and would chip it off, and people would get chips of the Berlin Wall. So
that's so cool. And you have it in storage?
I have a little wooden box of trinkets, tchotchkes.
Word.
In the other room. It's got just things that don't mean anything to anybody else except for me.
Oh, I need to get one of those. It feels like it's going to be like something nice to look back on. I want to ask you a little bit about your writing roots, because I'm telling you, I'm blown away by this book right here. Like, for audio listeners, I'm holding her debut, Wayward. It's A Soldier's Heart. That's it. Is that the name of the series that you're going to go with? Oh, interesting. I love that. So can you talk a little about your writing roots? Because you did say you were part of the Army, but when did the writing journey start for you?
When I was younger, of course. I mean, I think anybody who writes has to go through the angsty teenage poetry phase. It's the rules. I don't make this rule, but you have to do the angsty teenage poetry. And I'd always wanted to write, but then life took over, as it does. So that went by the wayside. And how I got started back into it, a few of us were talking. Somebody's watching the cat in the background. I was in grad school, and a few of us were talking about writing, and this was back in the day when you could make a lot of money on Amazon in very short order for writing short stories. So we were kicking around these ideas of just, writing somebody shorts and stuff like that. And then all of that stopped, and I started thinking, I used to read some romance, and I want to do more of that. I want to do it better. I like those kind of stories because they don't have to be, the 80s and 90s Harlequin romance where you got the white cover and the little image, the little circle image. Karen knows what I'm talking about. The little circle image with the cartoon people and all of that stuff. And
I was putting my arms up against a make-believe Fabio, by the way. You know how they're always
that's right. Oh my gosh, those covers were amazing. So anyway, I came up with the idea for the Soldier's Heart series back in 2017, and I refused to start until I finished my thesis and graduated. So I held on to that idea for over a year, and then started in on it and did a whole bunch of faffing about doing other things because brains are dumb And I started second guessing and third guessing and fourth guessing myself. And anyway, here it is. So I finally said, you know what, enough is enough. I need to get it done.
Me and JB were talking about this earlier. It has some solid writing in there. Did you take any like courses or anything? Or is this all natural?
I didn't take any, so I took a creative nonfiction writing class. I didn't take any creative writing classes, but I've always been pretty strong. My writing, my master's degree is in writing, but it's more geared towards academic writing. So that goes down a deep hole of composition theory and what I think writing actually is and how academic writing is dumb, sort of. And anyway, you don't need all big words, y'all.
Says the person who writes in tchotchke, okay? Don't look at me that way.
I gotta get the glasses going on. It was just practice. I don't know. I no creative writing classes, just age.
Age and lots of sex.
I am the
Don't look at me that way at all. Just
I am the crone, and Kira's filter's gone. That's awesome. Thank you, Joe. Tchotchke is a legitimate word.
Oh, hey, Joe.
So speaking of, I love that every time that I have you guys on something, your friend group just like comes and supports you, and that's something rare with authors that I don't get to see often, where like their friends just show up for them. I met Kimber through Keira. So how did you guys meet?
On Discord. Showed up in this writing server, and Joe showed up.
Blew it up.
A couple of other people showed up, and I was like, ooh, finally, adultier people. Not necessarily mature people, but adultier people.
Yeah.
And it went from there, so.
Yeah.
I love it. I love our first interaction. Carrie just kind of like dragged you into the conversation. She's like added you. She's like, it was the funniest reaction. You're like, what am I doing here? It was great.
I have a
thought
habit
it was...
of that. I throw people out there. I do. I like there's a few people that are on Twitter that are in the writing community that we're part of. And I like Damon is one of those. Like I met her through the Discord server, and she's really like very shy and very like inward and won't really go out. And I kind of just flung her out to the Twitter wolves. I was like, boom! I did that. And I did that to Ren. And I've kind of done that to Kimber a little bit. Just a little bit.
You said Damien?
Not a whole lot. Damon. Mm-hmm.
I said Casey?
No. It's she works with the Quill and Crows and Quills. I'm terrible at this thing.
She said it's one of those. You're good. JB said I must find this Discord. JB, I'm telling you, you got to really search for these things. So does anybody have any ghost stories they want to share with us today?
Coke stories?
What?
I thought that's what I heard.
Stories. Coke.
Oh, ghost stories. I was like, I don't have that one. But...
Kimber, you heard it right. She's like, we're talking about Pepsi. Why? Where did you get Coke from? I said ghost.
That's what I heard.
People are watching us right now.
That's like, yeah, I know. It's sad, right? You're the one that set this up.
I said ghost.
They're gonna blame you.
Kimber's like, what are you saying? What do you... she just exposed herself.
This is where I'm gonna go into my corner now.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I love that skit.
Oh
Ooh, Charlie Murphy was so good.
Yeah, I was talking about Coke. Does anybody... You know what? Yes, I expected this.
It really isn't.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's know me.
Oh, no. I was asking if you guys had any ghost stories you guys would like to share? Ghost. Like boo, you know, like the.
You, Kimber?
No.
Do you
I
have any stories?
understand now, Raul. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure.
Of the Coke or Ghost variety, Kimber. I have one. I don't know what happened.
Like any supernatural experiences?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't explain
go
it. I don't know what happened. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So I'm like 16 in my bedroom. Like my whole family has gone out to eat and left my happy ass there. I was like 16 and I think I was grounded. I was grounded all the time when I was little. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, I'm sitting there, I'm writing, I'm like, and I can't remember what I was reading. I was reading like some kind of like spooky story. And I was like questioning things like out loud because I talk to myself and that's how I work through things. Is I sound like that crazy person. It's like, yes, no, yeah, this, wait, why did this do this? So I'm like talking to myself and I asked this question and I'm sitting here like trying to figure this out. And then all of a sudden, and I swear to God, there is like no air, like AC blowing or anything. And this little poem thing that I had like pinned to my wall started swinging back and forth. And I'm like looking at it like, what the fuck? And so I go and I'm like feeling the vent thing, trying to see if there's any air coming out that could circulate, make that thing move. Nothing. And I'm like, all right, that's creepy. It needs to stop now. Is like what I said, because I mean, what are you supposed to say? You just be like, please desist, whatever this is. And like it was swinging back and forth, and then it all of a sudden stopped. Like something had put a hand on it and stopped it. And I was like, okay. And ever since then, like I never felt comfortable in that house. Like I always felt like there was something a little sketch about it, and I hated it. And now I knew why it was sketch, because there was some like tortured soul that felt like they needed to swing pictures on a wall to let me know that they were there, I guess. I don't know. But that's it. That's all I've got. What about you,
Kimber? Do you have any stories you would like to share with the class?
We're talking about that. Made me think of one. God, it was a long time ago. Everything was a long time ago. Anyway, so I was I was at a boyfriend's house and nobody was around me in the room. There was no fans, no air or anything. And something came up behind me and did this to my hair in the back. Just kind of did this. And I turned around, there's nothing there. There's nobody there.
What did you do?
I kind of freaked out a little bit and then found the rest of the people.
That's not that you didn't need to be with that guy anymore.
Yeah.
I mentioned it and it was like, okay. They were like, oh yeah, that must be the ghost, our neighbor's ghost. I was like, what are you talking about? And that's when I found out the neighbor claimed to be having an affair with this ghost.
Like sex with a ghost?
This was in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Santa Fe is a weird place. There are weird people there. So yes, this is what she said.
Story idea right there, Kim.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, that sounds like a good story. Having sex with a ghost. And like the antagonist is trying to like exorcise them. Is it exorcist? Trying to get rid of them?
I think that there is one out. I saw something in the romance world about that not too long ago. Which I'm not surprised with.
But
no idea it's original. Speaking of the romance community, recently we had to spill some tea. Do you guys know who Cleo is? Any viewers for watching this? Some tea. We're gonna spill some wine here for the homies. Recently. So what happened, Keira? She responded to you. What did you do?
Yeah.
You engaged.
Like, quote tweeted me. She engaged. I'm sitting here like, because like this person was like super MAGA or mega, or I call it manga because it's, I don't even care. I don't know what it's like, MAGA, but they were super that and touting all of these really super cold takes about like everything. And we're sitting here like, no, not how that goes. So I sat there and I quoted her thingy. And I was like, equated her. I was like, I said something about like, oh, maybe she stole stories from Mein Kampf and stuff like that. And then I was like, she'd probably really like teaming up with this other author. And it was the romance book that Kimber had sent me. I can't remember that face. Yeah, but I had done that. And then like she quote tweeted me and she's like, I have this book. I've read it. Why is everybody up in arms about it? And I'm sitting here like,
of course you read it.
You
of
dumb.
course you liked it.
Double down.
You're like, you're a dummy. I remember.
I was like, okay.
I saw it because she engaged with you, and I was like, what is she doing? And I was like, yo, Keira doesn't grab this bitch by the hair and drag her really quick. Oh my God, Chris. He said, how do you break up with a friend?
I try to be very...
You ghost them. Oh my God, Chris. Such a dad, bro.
It makes me wonder how many paranormal people are out there on Tinder.
But you know what?
I'm
People are into some weird fetishes. What's the weirdest fetish you guys have like ever heard of? Not like you guys personally, but like the weirdest fetish you guys have heard of.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. I was like, let me stop it really quick before.
Well, okay. Yeah. Not another bodyguard story. Like I don't actually know, but I know that urban is a thing. And so like if you got the Cleveland store, if you got that,
you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Definition for it, that means there's somebody out there who has a fetish.
Jesus was like, you guys are not going to hear that.
So like,
Keira, you're
Urban
breaking up
Dictionary
on
is
us?
like that too.
Keira, we didn't hear any of that.
Well, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, God's like.
Oh, I was saying like Urban Dictionary has things like, you know, the Cleveland steamroller and stuff. And I'm sitting here like, well, if they've got a fucking definition for it, then there's got to be somebody out there that likes people shitting on their chest. You know, like that's a fetish. So I browse like, yeah, I know, like there's an alligator like fuck house or something. I don't like these things are on Urban Dictionary.
Like
and I only
shitting
know
on someone's
about them
chest?
because my husband. Yes.
That's a kink.
They've got like one for a mustache thingy too. Like I can't remember what that one is. The bow tie thing, Mexican bow tie, I think is what it's called. I don't know.
I had this classmate, and he confessed it to me one time that he likes to go down on girls when they're on their periods. I was like,
That made me a little...
I was like, what do I do with? In my mind, I was like, what do I do with this information? I don't know what to do with it.
You can't forget about it because I mean
it's been since high school, and high school's been over for like 8 years. Well, what about you, Kimber? Please help us progress. What's the weirdest kink or like weirdest fetish you've heard of?
No, you do not want me to answer these questions.
Yes,
you don't.
Yes,
because
yes, we do.
Everything you've just said, I'm like, yeah, I've heard about that.
Well, give me something I haven't heard about, like tchotchke.
Just like give us something.
Teach me something.
Oh my God. Yes, there's people into vomit. I'm just reading some of the comments too. Yeah, there are people who are into all sorts of stuff, and Urban Dictionary is the best place to go.
She's
not going to say anything. She's going to reroute me to Urban Dictionary.
Yes. She's like, I'm going to edge them a little bit.
The romance author is rerouting us to Urban Dictionary.
No, so the weirdest one that just I cannot comprehend is anything dealing with scat. I just cannot comprehend. And that goes back to shitting on people and consuming it. And Kira's broken again.
The weirdest one I heard for a while was like the sucking on the toes, but to me, like, it's so like I've heard it so many times that I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's toes. That's vanilla. That's
okay. Feet are disgusting. Anybody who sits there and wants to suck on some toes, I'm like, you're a nasty motherfucker, and we don't need to be friends.
We were talking about this. I don't know who I was talking to about this. Like when someone spits in your mouth, how weird is that? Is that a go? A yes go or no go?
Well, I mean, when you're kissing,
No, ma'am.
you
Cut the
kind of
light.
already spit in the mouth. But like anybody like you're kissing and is super drooly, that's a bad thing. It's like Turner and Hooch dog, with like the
With the blob.
flying out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no. Thank you though.
I've made out with someone where I thought they were gonna eat me. I was like, I can't even breathe. That's
Joe. I'm gonna look it up right now, Joe. I'm looking it up.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
I'm looking it up. Okay.
Fucking Joe. Really?
I'll be positioned. Okay, for audio listeners, Joe just let us know. Wow.
It makes me think of ovary. So
he gave us a new word, oviposition. We're Googling it right now, and we're gonna see what he's talking about. Means okay. So here's a definition. Oviposition means expulsion of the egg from
like this is an Urban Dictionary
to the external environment. Yeah, I need to get it from the
because like I've got the biology thing too.
It has to be something
involves laying eggs into someone. Oh, that's why I don't know about it, because it's like
what the
hentai and stuff.
A kink that involves laying eggs into someone, usually involving aliens, bugs, tentacles.
Being disproportionate size.
Can be seen occasionally in hentai. Oh, Joe, you watch hentai?
That's not like super weird because it's hentai.
Not
so you would expect that shit. I
mean,
mean, I'm sitting here like, if people were really doing this shit, like for realsies, I mean, that'd be a little weird, but like, people can't sit there. Oh, what if they buy eggs and they shove them up their hoo-ha? Is that how that happens?
Maybe we don't deserve the internet. Oh, it's tentacle porn. Is that what it is, JB? Well, I think that could work. Like an actual like chicken egg? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like I'm sitting here like, well, maybe not. Like, I mean, you could get like you can buy dragon eggs and stuff.
Dragon?
I know. You can buy dragon things, dragon dicks and dragon tail thingies, and
how would you?
Don't even see Kimber, because Joe and Kimber ruined me. Is how I know.
So it's Kimber. Kimber,
yeah.
How do you know this?
Because I have been on the internet for a long time.
Unfortunately, I've seen things. I can't imagine.
Seen things. Yes, and there are toys that are meant to simulate eggs being inserted, and they buzz, and So and then
you shoot them on the chest.
With
your Kegel muscles
works for you. But yeah, bad dragon. Go look it up. Fun.
Yeah, see, JB knows they're a thing.
JB, okay, I know you said don't, but how do you know? Like, I want to know, like, what made you Google that, JB? Why? Okay, guys. So we're talking about
Valentine's Day is coming up, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about kinks and fetishes. Anybody on chat got any weird fetish that they want to share with us? We won't judge you. I promise.
Yeah, we will. I'll judge you
slightly.
Or I'll judge. I'll judge.
She like judge Judy up in this bitch. We'll judge you guys. While we wait for someone to like give us something. Keira, I wanted to ask you. This is nothing to do with kinks or anything like that. What inspires you?
Oh my god.
Something easy.
What inspires you?
I was like, let me spray some holy water.
How we jumped from like kinks, and my brain is like in the gutter, and then you're like, what inspires you? Well, sir, butt plugs inspire me. Like, I mean,
what's your favorite passage from the Bible?
I think my favorite book from the Bible is Solomon, because he compares my breastises to grapes. I don't know.
So, just to cleanse the stream a little bit. Furries! Oh my god, JB, you're not gonna let me cleanse this stream. Have you guys heard of furries by any chance?
No.
Oh, good.
I try to avoid that at all costs.
The internet is a magical place. Sometimes people just link you with stuff. It's true. It's true. Chris says y'all ruined me. Yeah, I believe you, Chris. They promised me a chaotic, a hectic stream, and they have delivered.
He did.
I'm all over the place right now. So it's okay. We're about to play here in a little bit a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill. So if you guys have any like 3 options for us, just like drop them in the comment section so we can like pick from there.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Joe's in the chat. This is going to be the shit.
Yes, I'm gonna look another Bible verse.
Oh,
I was just
Joe.
looking that one up, Joe.
Is that a real one?
Yes.
Yes, it is real.
Are they talking
This
about
is how. This is like sexy writing right here. Biblical sexy writing.
That shit gets you banned on Amazon.
Well,
What does-
nowadays, but back then it was okay.
What gets you banned from Amazon, Kira? I mean, sorry,
What?
Kira. I'm looking at Kira drinking. I'm looking at you drinking.
He's like, I'm like, why are you gonna ban me? I'm such a good person.
I think it's in the Amazon fine print, but yeah, anything bestiality, which is why all of those shifter romances tend to be more careful about making sure that all of the sexy times happen when they are not in animal form or any combination thereof, one animal and one not.
That's
so,
good to know.
Yeah,
I've never read one of those books, but that's good to know.
No, you're not.
She said that just derailed my sequel, but whatever.
Yeah.
Love
Thanks.
that. If anybody's gonna write one, Kira, it should be you. I'm saying.
Oh my God, no. She's trying to get me to write a blushy scene, and I'm sitting here like, what?
I'm surprised you didn't go down the romance path with the first release. Are you planning on ever going down the romance path, or you want to be like adventure action?
Well, you see, I'm kind of stuck because, like,
With
I write.
Oathbreaker?
Well, no, I mean, like, I'm good with that. Like, I know I got the whole plan for that, baby. But, like,
Nice.
I'm just saying, is like, I've got a Sherlock Holmes paranormal mystery that I'm writing. Yes. And it's Sherlock Holmes Ghost. Anyway, so I've got that on writing. I've got the Vanity Fair affair, which is a Pride and Prejudice thing that I'm going and I got my Harbinger that I need to do, which is also, it's a portal fantasy. And then I've got Oathbreaker. So I'm doing that. And then there's like this other like thing that I've got percolating in my brain space that is revolved around a cursed camera, which kind of is like real life for me. So I'm just like, that's a great story. I kill people with cameras. It's great.
Is it camera curse? Like if you take a picture, you can see somebody's death in it, or what does the camera do?
The camera extracts their soul. So the picture that's taken, if the person is in the picture from that camera, then it extracts their soul and they die in like this horrific incident like a few weeks later. Kind of like a Ring, almost like 7 days or whatever. Same kind of thing, but only with cameras. Because every time that I had to stop my photography business because of this crazy crap. But every couple that I've ever like taken pictures of or for like weddings and stuff, they've all divorced. And then I know, right? Not even a good happy ending.
I was about to say, don't put that in your like in your portfolios, like don't advertise that.
I know. And then like people that I've taken family photos for, like maybe 3 weeks later, the husband died. Twice now. I stopped taking photos of people. Now I just take it of like buildings because I can't kill a building. I guess I could, but
oh shit. You should really get that going. Yeah. That sounds really interesting. That's so sad though. I was about to say you should take a picture of me. But I was like, seeing that, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I have enough selfies.
Raul dies because of a retaining wall falling on him. Like, I mean, I really am. And it really becomes the question is if I'm cursed or if it's just like the cameras I use that are cursed, which is what kind of started the whole idea for the book itself. So.
You said cameras. So if you've done multiple cameras, you are the common denominator there.
Just to
don't bring in that logic.
Just to clarify.
My bad.
Well, I have terrible luck, and if it wasn't for like my husband balancing my luck out, like No, I'm like Pandora's box, just walking around. Like I break all the things in the house just randomly. Like I'll touch a doorknob and it falls. Like I am like, nobody, like he dies and nobody ever is going to want to date me because they'll be like, oh God, you're going to kill me. I'm like, sorry.
Were you the one who had like some issues with your pre-orders with your book? Is that you?
I had some issues.
Like
But I don't
somebody
know if
lost
it's
all
like,
their pre-orders or something like that.
oh, that was not me. Thank God.
I was about to
I'd die.
say, because Keira, that would have been hers.
That would have. Well,
yeah, that would have
I
just
mean,
nailed.
when I released Heart Shaped Box, I had already scheduled out for the November 7th release, and then I ended up having to take care of my grandfather up until his death, and I was working on the release while also caretaking for him. Hospice was in and all of this other stuff, and I sat there and I was like, I think it was like 3-4 days before it released, and I finally was like, okay, I need to order a proof just so I can see what it looks like. And then so I put in for a proof and they're like, it'll be here in 3 days. And I was like, perfect. That's like 1 day before release. I am good. And then I was talking to my step grandmother's son and I was telling him about it. And he's like, oh. And I was like, so I bought it. And then it was like, oh, it'll be here in 10 days, which is like 5-6 days after release. And I was like, and he was like, well, just think of it this way. It's proof of a mistake. And I was like, okay. So I did have that problem, which my formatting was completely off. And I had like itty bitty space up top of the top pages of the thing. So everybody who ordered like paperbacks and hardcovers, which I'm so sorry, Joe. Joe actually in the chat is the same Joe that wrote Forever in a heart-shaped box, by the way. That's Joe.
I was gonna say, these books, are they created when you order them? For Kimber's book, it says the 5th of February. So are these like as you order them? That is cool.
Yeah, they're
like,
print on demand.
So this is a new bitch. Oh my gosh, she's fresh.
Yeah, it was printed just for you. So yeah, this one is the one that I got is 7 February from Columbia, South Carolina.
Mine was in it says Coppell, Texas.
Yeah. Coppell. That's where my books go to as well. Because it's like 30 minutes away from us. 20.
Oh, that's not far. I keep saying with my next paycheck, I got a ton of fucking books this paycheck, like a ton of books. I want to get yours, and because I just started annotating this year. So I was like, maybe I missed something from your book. So I'm going to get your book with my check that's coming up this week. And I'm going to... like,
whose book?
Okay, yours. Because I have...
You're not getting my book.
Yeah,
I'll give you a book. I'll give you a copy.
You should sign it, though. You got to sign it, though.
I will sign it.
Put something funny in there. Kimber, thank you for the audiobook. I saw it. I didn't know. I thought you were going to do something else. I was like, oh, she's probably going to send me like a newsletter or something. I was like, okay. I appreciate it.
That would be so fun. Give me your email address so I can spam you with shit. No, dude. No.
I really appreciate it. She got me the audiobook version of Nightmare Yearnings, guys, by Eric Raglan. I read it a long time ago when it was an arc, when it was a little baby arc. But I've been wanting to like listen to it because I've been hearing great things about it, and you guys should check that out too. Also, me and Keira have chatted before twice. So though yours are the ones I kept up. So not saying favoritism or anything like that, but her two chats are.
He's lying. It's totally me. I'm the favorite. Everybody watching.
And we dive in more into from a heart-shaped box. If you guys are really interested in finding more about this collection, they're still there for you guys to see them. I haven't taken them down.
At my request, because I'm a weirdo and I haven't posted my website. That's the only reason.
Oh wait, what's up? So don't worry about the janky formatting. For some reason, I don't know what this. Are you referring to what audiobook? It's for Nightmare Yearnings. Oh, Kimber's book. It doesn't have an audiobook. I have the physical copy of it though.
I'm actually talking to a friend of mine who is an actor, and he is interested in getting into audiobooks. So, yeah. So I need to get off my ass and send him a copy of Wayward, and then give him a couple of chapters to read, so we can see if this is, if he would want to read this, or how we would work it out. So
I honestly don't see why he wouldn't, only because when I was reading it, obviously I read it in my voice, and Audrey comes off, she's not super feminine, if anything. I think she's very strong, like a very strong female character. And how can I say this without sounding stupid?
Keira doesn't like her.
You don't like her? I actually like Simon more.
I love Charlie though. Charlie's my girl.
Oh, I casted them, but I was gonna put it up after this. It's just like the male actor who I picked for Simon. He has no photo shoots. It's just him in the red carpet, and I'm not vibing with the energy he's giving off. But and I liked everybody else's. Have you casted your book yet?
Keira casted my book for me. I didn't.
Who'd you pick?
I'll have to send you the thing because I got the pictures.
Yeah, you gotta send it to me.
The actor's name. I'll send it to you
after this.
Yeah.
I was gonna post it before, but I was like after. What about you?
So like the girl on the cover is actually somebody I had sent to Kimber, and I was like, "This is Audrey," but she changed like the hair and stuff. But
that picture is not her. That is a picture of an entirely different couple. She just happens to look like her.
yeah,
So, and I forgot her name. She was on Castle.
Oh, this is like an actual like person. I thought it was like.
well, I sent her a picture of Catherine Winnick, and I was like, "This looks like Audrey to me." And she's like, "Yes." Forget which picture of Catherine Winnick it was, but
you cast Henry Cavill as Simon too, so
a girl can hope and dream. Okay.
He's too beefy though. Isn't he too beefy?
Well, now he is in Witcher, but he wasn't before. Like if you watch Nola Holmes, he's not super beefy in that.
Because I casted Austin Stowell.
Yes.
Do you know who's Austin Stowell? I gotta find a picture and send it to you. But I'll actually be posting it up later. And then I casted Nina Dobrev for Charlie, and Nina Dobrev for Audrey, and I swapped her with Lucy Hale. Lucy Hale was supposed to be Audrey, but I changed my mind and I said Charlie is Lucy Hale. But I'll post.
I got Rosario Dawson for Charlie. Like that attitude that she's got. Yeah, because you've seen her in what was it, Zombieland 2 with Woody Harrelson and but also in Clerks 2 and 3. She was really good in that as well.
Talking about muscles.
Personality wise, I didn't like cast that specific actress as it, but I have like this personality wise for Charlie. I feel like it's very like Rosario Dawson, like in all of the stuff that she does.
Yeah, Keira will either go for looks or she'll go for personality, and they are not the same people half the time.
I chose them off like who I can see fits the personality rather than the looks. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because for example, for some of these tags, they're not all steamy. Some of them are sad. I have 2 sad ones so far, and then the orange ones are like cute moments. There's this really nice moment between.
There's sad ones.
Yeah, there's this part that made me tear up a little bit. When I know she didn't mean it, but maybe she was just like on something. Where like she was on, so like she was upset, and she says, "Coming here was a mistake. She missed the look of pain that flashed across Simon's face at those words." I was like, "You're a fucking bitch." She made him sad, and I thought I felt really bad for him. And I highlighted it, and I was like, "That's so mean." So right now, where I'm at, guys, there's this part where the lead male. I brushed upon it earlier. The male character, he is like pleasuring the female character, and he's doing it in a way like he's in control. Like I feel like I was like, yes, she deserves.
He's giving her rotten ass apples, is what she's doing. She doesn't like them tardy apples, I'm giving you what you want. But he's giving it to her.
Yeah. He deserves the world, honestly. So hopefully, I'm not finished yet, and I hope you don't.
Favorite.
Hope you don't break his heart. He's such a great guy. But back to what JB said about Henry Cavill being beefy. I'm talking about him being muscular. JB, please. And Robert said, no, he's like a huge, beefy walking wall. He is, though. I would be really scared to walk into, like, to ever bump into him. Well, he seems like a really nice guy, though. Like, I don't feel like he would, like, hit me. Unless I'm like, punch me.
He's like the guy, like, if we can put his name in the chat, can we put his name in the chat so we can fuck, marry, kill him, maybe? Can somebody write that down?
You guys never give us names. Come on now. Chat, please give us names for fuck, marry, kill, and we're going to answer them.
We've got Gilbert Godfrey. I'll kill him.
Oh, no, is that the one you guys wanted 6 times?
No, Gilbert Godfrey? What's wrong with you?
Okay, I'm going to add Steve Buscemi into the mix. We're going to get crazy. Yeah, I think she finished it. I think she finished it. It says that wine bottle looks half done.
It's like, there's like this much done left.
Kira has locked up on my screen. Oh, Lord.
Jesus. Did you, the fact that she's just drinking it.
It's just your shit can't handle this awesomeness.
All right, guys.
Of wine.
Well, JB, I know you have some. JB, give us some fuck, marry, kills. In the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit more about Wayward. Kira, you were a beta reader for this, correct?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Like, your reaction was a little bit slow because of the audio feed. But is it really different?
No. Yes.
Is it really different compared to what the final product is? Or was it just like... Because I've talked to beta readers before, and they're like, when I first read it, it's not what you guys got. So was it, like, changed drastically? She's frozen.
More. You guys were all fun. Like, this
You're
is not
frozen,
going very
Kira.
well. It's.
Can you hear us?
Am I frozen? Am I?
Yes, you're still frozen. There we go. You good? Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, I know this one. JB put a kill, marry, murder, whatever's.
Perfect. We'll get back to the question, but JB asked us George Clooney, Henry Bro, that's so easy for them. Jason Momoa. All right, guys. What's your pick?
Marry Cavill, fuck Clooney, kill Moma.
I'm not even gonna question it.
Like,
I'm not even
in
gonna
the
question
least.
What about you, Kimber?
Switch Clooney and Momoa.
You would kill Clooney, kill him, and then marry. Okay, so you guys are marrying the same guy. Okay, nice.
But he needs to have the Witcher hair.
We'll be sister wives. It's great.
You need him to have the Witcher hair.
I will agree with that. Yes.
Okay.
And he needs to say fuck a lot.
Oh, in the show, I was watching like the first episode and second episode, and he said fuck, and I was like, sounds weird coming out of your mouth. But okay.
Yeah. Like, it's really funny because like the way that he says that word is the way that I have said that word so many times in my own head. Like the exact way where it's just like this objective, I can't believe I have to do this fuck kind of thing.
You know what?
Ooh.
You know what, Chris? You guys, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that, but he is picking on me. Okay, I can't tell you guys what happens to Yuri, but me and Chris have been like bickering about this. Like, this is the hell I will die on. He's been gaslighting me. But okay, so fuck, marry, kill. Paul Rudd, Johnny Depp, or Yuri. Yuri is like this athletic guy. He's from where's he from? I forgot. Chris. And I know it. You know what? It's gonna work out for what Chris is trying to do if you guys kill him.
I have no idea who that person is, so we'll just.
So he's gonna want you guys to kill him.
We're gonna kill him.
Because
so
I like the character.
I'd marry Paul Rudd. I'd fuck Johnny, and I would kill that person just because I don't like his name starting way.
Chris intentionally did that because I like the character. He's like, they're gonna kill him.
Oh, so he wants to kill it off.
He wants you guys to kill him off. Yes. He's from the Ukraine.
He dies.
JB wanted to know Gilbert, Gottfried, Zach Galifianakis, or Mark Wahlberg. JB, you're making this so easy on them.
What the? Yeah, okay, so kill Gilbert. Drunken sleep with Zach. Because then I won't care. Okay. And then marry Mark. And yes, list can include women.
Go ahead, JB. Fuck is 50% of the script, but I'm here for it. Yeah. Pretty much.
You.
Yeah, and it's funny because the girl who plays Jennifer, whatever her name is. Yeah, Jennifer.
Yeah.
When I first saw her, when she it was that girl with the weird she was
the humpback.
Yeah, I was like, who is this bitch? I was like, she's cute or whatever. I was like, that says a lot about me, but. Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. I hate you, Joe. Definitely sleep with. No, God damn it.
This is an easy one too.
No, it's not.
Yeah, right.
These are all great human beings.
Yeah, you're right. What about you, Kimber? What would give Kimber a second to pick? The options are Henry Cavill, Ryan Reynolds, and Paul Rudd. I know.
What are you whispering?
I know. It's like.
Okay. All right. I got it. Paul Rudd has been alive for 100 years. Okay, obviously he hasn't aged at all. He's a vampire. Kill him.
Yep, he's a vampire.
Yep.
He lived enough.
So you kill him. Yeah, he's lived enough lives. Fuck Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Would you say the same thing if it was your beloved Keanu Reeves, Keira?
Oh yes, he hasn't aged either.
In place of Paul Rudd.
No, she's saying because you're saying that he lived a long time.
Yeah.
He hasn't aged. Keanu Reeves has lived for 100 years.
Sweetest person in the whole wide world, and Paul's really sweet too. So,
but you're going for the eye candy, I see. Because she picked Ryan Reynolds and
right.
She said, "Mama gotta eat." Okay.
If it was Keanu, I would marry Keanu. Mm-hmm. I would 3-way Henry and Ryan, and then I would kill Ryan. Hey, I killed somebody,
Ryan, but then kill Ryan. Black Widow.
And then kill Ryan. I'm done with him.
She has officially had enough wine to where she's just going.
She's going at it. We love that for her, though. Like,
Lord, woman.
I know. Almost
Jesus. JB has some females for us: Angelina Jolie, Amy Adams, and Scarlett Johansson.
Who's Amy Adams?
She's a redhead.
She's the one that plays Julia Childs in that one movie.
Oh, kill.
What? Oh, damn.
She's like not even gonna sit there and think about
kill that bitch. Cold-blooded. Jesus. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so Amy Adams kill.
Okay.
What you gotta say, Kimber? Scarlett Johansson? Angelina Jolie? Scarlett. She's beautiful. So fuck Angelina Jolie. Not like fuck Angelina Jolie, but like
you don't want to put
coitus with Angelina Jolie.
Crazy.
Okay. Oh my God. Pete Davidson, Kanye West, and Ed Sheeran.
Kill Kanye.
Oh.
All ugly dudes.
Kill Kanye. We'll agree on that. Marry Ed Sheeran.
Oh, he would sing to you.
He's a poetic writer.
Yeah, that's true.
All the time.
That's true.
It'd be the best thing ever.
That's fine.
Pete Davidson just.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, he's dating Kim Kardashian right now.
He's the SNL guy. Oh my God, kill him instead, man. Save him from himself. Okay.
Penelope Cruz, Scarlett Johansson, and Anne Hathaway.
Kill Anne.
Who are we killing?
Anne.
You don't like her? What? That's true. Joe. She's literally calling out her instant kill choices. She's not even.
She's like, I don't even care about who I'm marrying and fucking. I'll just kill all these people. Fuck it.
She's not thinking about marriage or fucking. She's like, kill that bitch, kill that bitch, kill
Tom
this dude.
Cruise is the other choice.
You know, and all of these.
Tom Cruise is always the kill choice.
Oh, Sandra Bullock, Tom Cruise, Tom Holland. Oh, where's the Tom Hardy one?
The Tom Hardy.
Oh, wrong.
JB.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of my phone.
I love you enough to. I love you enough to not kill you, Raul. So we'll kill Adele, so she can say hello from the other side, and then and then we'll keep you around, and then I'm gonna marry Hardy. That's just how that's gonna go. So
considering I love from the other side.
Thank you, Carrick. Kill is the most crucial choice of all of this.
It really
the others
is.
work out.
Scarlett
Lisa,
Johansson needs
it's
to
just
die
that
in all
Kimber
of those
has-
case scenarios.
Yeah, Kimber just has like all her ducks in a row. She knows what she's here for. She's not fucking around. She got her nipple cup ready to go. She's not playing. It's a game, but she's not playing. I love that. So let me direct us to more questions really quick before we let go.
Okay.
So speaking of romance books, is there any tropes that you guys just want to get rid of, like that are really annoying you every time you pick up a romance book?
Yes. But I'll let Kim go first since this is her bread and butter.
And I haven't read, so I will caveat this with I haven't read a lot of these in these tropes, just because the nature of the tropes do not gel with me mentally. Okay. And I'm not going to call out specific authors either because, well, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the bully stuff because that also tends to be a lot younger, and I'm not really into reading about high schoolers or college, 20, 21-year-olds. I'm not into that. The dark romance tends to be a little problematic for me, just with some of the snippets that I've read. Yeah, so those are the big things. If there is any sort of abuse, and we can talk, there's the line between non-consent and consensual non-consent. But if it veers over into the non-consent, I'm not about it. I'm not about it at all. So
like what Simon does to Audrey would be consensual non-consent.
No, not really even, because he's just kind of twisted that around on her.
Yeah, I know, it was beautiful.
Yeah, no, I really did like that part. I think
I'm sitting here like, you know what, bitch? Take it.
Yeah, because that's what you wanted out of that relationship, and he's just kind of showing her like, this is what you want.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
This is what you're gonna get. In fact, when she was beta reading, so Keira as a beta reader is amazing and wonderful, let me tell you, because I had a running dialogue on Discord and DMs the entire weekend. So I was like, okay, well that hit well. That hit well.
I was so angry. And I was sitting there trying to figure it out too. I was like, this is what's gonna happen. And like the whole thing, the beautiful thing about this is you will not get the twist. It usually I can sit there and I can figure it out.
I love twists.
But you will not get the twist. I usually am really good about that. And I kept calling things out. I was like, it's this person. It's this person. I was wrong the whole entire time. It was like mind blowing.
Okay.
Like,
so okay.
Where are you right now?
I'm at chapter. Why the fuck do I not have a bookmark? 19.
What page?
Chapter 19. It's 177 on my book. Yeah, chapter 177, chapter 19.
Oh, okay.
that's all you're getting. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna finish it today. I'm gonna go back to reading it after this.
Okay. Well, I figured something was going on because when Keira beta reads, I know that she's gotten to those chapters when she goes radio silent.
Yes.
She goes silent. I don't get anything when she has read the sex scenes. She just stops. And then you stopped posting any sort of gifs on Twitter, so I knew that you had probably gotten there.
Yeah, I was reaching a lot of I was like, how am I gonna put this on Twitter? You know what? I was like, I'm gonna try to find that GIF with someone trying to make somebody watch.
Did you just say GIF?
GIF.
Whatever.
You just said GIF.
No, I said GIF. You're hearing wrong. It's the audio feeding your
He said
gaslighting her.
GIF, guys.
Not me gaslighting her. Be like, you need to check your hearing. I think you didn't hear it right. Yes, it's GIF, but it's not GIF.
Embrace the power
It's
of
not
and.
peanut butter.
No, that's not a hill that we need to.
Speak for yourself, Sin.
Yeah, I'm super close to reaching like the end, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is a snitch. Who is giving all this information? My guess.
I know.
My guess.
Who do you think it is? No.
You're okay. So you can give me that. So it's not her.
Huh?
Huh?
I was just saying no, as in like you think it's Charlie.
There's something shady. But okay,
she sits there and she disappears in Audrey's like greatest need, right? That's a little upsetting.
It's sus. Oh, that's the one I was gonna put up next. That was the one I was gonna post. Like, that's suspicious.
It's so
that's
sus.
Weird.
Super sus.
Oh
I
my
had the
god,
same
JB,
thing.
I'm done. JB, get off my phone. Get off my tablet. I love JB, man. He's funny. Yeah, I can't even say it anymore. Like, I'm super close to finishing. Fucking JB. Yeah, that was one thing that I kept noticing. I was like, where is this bitch going all these times?
Mm-hmm. She being all secretive.
Yeah, I was like that fucking Chris. This is right on the edge. Funny story, guys. When I was 17, and I was working at Taco Bell. They put me to wash the dishes, and I was washing them, and like it was my first time ever washing anything at a restaurant. So when I was done, like my shirt was soaking wet. Like I was like,
what t-shirt contest?
Right? Yeah, and my coworkers were all laughing at me, and I was like, I'm kind of cold. I'm like, he's like, what happened? I was like, I don't know. I'm just really wet right now. And they're like, what? I was like, I'm so wet, guys. Like, look at me.
So wet.
I was like, it's embarrassing. I was like, oh my god. Like, he's like, what were you doing? I was like, I was just washing the dishes, and like I got really wet.
To me.
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant. I was like, yeah, I got really wet washing the dishes. They were all cracking up, and they're like, you must be really drenched. I was like, I am. I'm really drenched right now. Look at me. Oh, and then it took me, like, you know, when you randomly get like memories. I was just chilling, and I was like, oh my god, these motherfuckers are making fun of me.
Years later, right?
It hit me.
That's how it always works.
I think, doing my homework, and all of a sudden I just remembered. I was like, they were making fun of me. Like, way too late for me to do anything about it. I was not even working there anymore. But yeah, I was like, that's how I learned what getting wet meant. And I was like, oh, motherfuckers. But yeah, I think it's Charlie. I think it's very weird that she disappears.
Right?
Oh my god. He said, roll squared. Get a bucket, get a bucket. It's clean up on aisle 1.
I
guys.
love that. Are you gonna have Chris and JB on at any point in time?
I was gonna say, I've had Chris before.
Right, I know, but like them together.
No, the way I said it, I was like, oh my god, it's not gonna. I said I've had Chris multiple times already. No,
right.
He's
that sounds kind of lewd.
That's anyway. What I did. Because I was like, wow, I can't say anything without it sounding weird.
No, you can't. Everything can be a sexual innuendo now.
Yeah, Chris has been a guest before, but I would love to have Chris and JB join me.
Chris is amazing. Can I just praise Chris for a little bit? So, like, you had him on, and I was watching the episode, and that's when he was talking about the seller sheets and how to, like, that he had this whole thing. And I was like, what the hell is a seller sheet? Like, my ignorant ass thought it was CELLAR, like cellar sheet, like wine, alcohol. But he meant a cellar sheet. Anyway, and so like I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I actually reached out to Chris, and I was like, Chris, what is a seller sheet? Like, how is it formatted? Like, what do I do? And he was amazing. He like sat there and was like, oh, this is it. He sent me like a copy of his seller sheet so I could like look at it. And he sent me some like contacts to like, this is who I've emailed and stuff like that. I just think Chris is such an amazing human being. Like, he is one of those writers in the community that like wants to see everybody succeed, and he will do whatever he can to help that happen. So I'm just going to praise him a little bit because that's what I do when I'm drunk.
That is very true. Chris is he's a smart cookie. Yeah, yes. I've always noticed that whenever I have him on, like as a guest, he always helps somebody out. I was like, look at him being a helping hand.
So then Keira turned around and shared that information with me. So thank you by default.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at Chris.
I
Love
did.
that.
I sent her all of the things I learned. I'm just like, look at this. Like my tweet that I did last night over the categories for Amazon, like those extra categories. I found out about that. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, Kimber, did you know about this? And she's like, well, I heard about it kind of like, emails. And I was like, this is how you do it. And like, I went through the whole process and I submitted several forms to like troubleshoot like what I should do and shouldn't do and forward her emails that Amazon sent me because I fucked it up. So that way she could learn like, for whenever it's her time to do this and she'll have that information available. But I really think that it has just been amazing, like meeting so many wonderful authors out there that understand that there is enough room at the table. Like that this is a race between friends, not a war between enemies. And it is on us to sit there and make sure our friends are doing okay to be able to cross the finish line. Because if they're not, we need to turn back, check on them, run back, pick them up, and help them cross that finish line. That's what it's all about. And I love that there are so many wonderful authors in this community. And then people like you, Raul, who sit there and help us get across the finish line and help lift us up and support us. And I'm going to stop talking now because like, that's what happens is I get really like super lovey.
That's me too. When I get super drunk, I get like really like, I love you. You're like the best thing in the world since sliced
That's
bread.
exactly how I am.
Happy drunks are the best, y'all.
Yes, I love that. I cannot be one of those people who gets really aggressive. I don't understand that. I can't be fighting with people.
But like, all right. So I've got a lot of Irish blood in me, literally, and wait, not literally. That could be really bad. But anyway, lots of Irish blood, and so it can go either way for me. I'm usually very lovey, but if somebody starts some shit, I'm gonna be the one that finishes it. I don't know if that's Irish or just West Texas.
West Texas.
Okay.
West Texas. That's Lubbock. That is
We'll throw down.
That's definitely Texas, like right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before we head out for the day, I know we said we were going to do an elevator pitches, but just to remind the people who are watching today, who are listening to us, can you give us an elevator pitch of your book just in case they forgot really quick before we leave?
Oh,
I will link them down below, by the way, guys. It catches your fancy, tickles your pickle, rocks your boat, whatever.
Timbers is going to tickle your pickle more than mine will. Just let you know.
I'm going to link these books down below so you can pick them up. But here's them telling you what the books are about.
Yeah. Kimber, you want to go first? I went first last time. It's only fair.
Tasteful side boob. Oh, wait, there's the camera.
Hidden by the hair.
I was gonna say that. I was like, there's some side boob in here.
Yeah, I was really worried about that too. I was worried about Amazon getting really upset with that. But they haven't, so it's apparently in the shadow just enough. So more of a pitch other than them just yes, Keira and Apocalypse Group. Did you finish that bottle? Feel that bitch? Rock on.
Nice. For the listeners, she finished a whole wine bottle. Killer.
Sweet. I'm almost done too. It's military romantic suspense. Audrey has some issues. Simon has his own set of issues. They meet. They have sparks. They have to work together. They fall in love. Slowly, sort of. They fight. They bone a lot. There's boob prints on the hood of the car. Just saying. You haven't gotten to that part yet. Sorry. Spoilers.
I was about to say boobs. I was like, there's never playing with boobs.
Actually, no, it doesn't actually go that far, but you will understand in just a little bit.
I was about to say I'm super close to that.
Yes, you are. And there's a happily ever after, because I like my happily ever after. That's why I like romance. Let me go ahead and say this. I know a lot of people like horror and they like mystery, and I like all of those too. I don't have a problem with that. I just like being able to have all the feels about all the things and to know that I am going to have a happy at the end of it. Because right now,
We need all the happy we can get.
we need all the happy we can fucking get. Yes. So yeah, well, sounds super close. Damn it.
Fucking JV.
So there's my elevator pitch, elevator-ish. There's my escalator pitch.
Beautiful. What about you, Keira? What's that elevator pitch? Right? Step ladder.
Elevator pitch. Well, you see, I already did my blurbs, so I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Okay? Okay, that's how this is gonna go. From a heart-shaped box is stop laughing at me, roll. I'm trying so hard right now. I spit everywhere. Sorry. Okay, elevator pitch from a heart-shaped box is a conglomerate of like multiple short stories ending in a novella. They range from horror to lovey-dovey to self-love to toxic love to like all of these different things that you yourself have experienced in your life, written out for you, so that way you can feel like all lovey-dovey or that somebody understands you and not be alone. That's fun.
Oh,
Is that better? That
yeah,
was beautiful.
Perfect.
Okay. Right. And then Pride and Prejudice is coming out this year. I'm doing it. It's the flippy flop gender swap LGBTQ friendly version of Pride and Prejudice. And I am having so much fun. Lots of snark, lots of fun. I'm doing little snippets in my thingy. It's great. And I do want to say that we have what is coming up, and I'm sorry, Raul, I'm just like taking over the spot here, but we have SassCon going on here in like 2 weeks.
I've heard about that. Can you explain that?
This. Yes, it is a free writer and artist convention on Discord, so you can be in your PJs. You could be naked for all we care. We don't know. You just do whatever it is your little heart wants to do. And you join us and learn all of these wonderful craft techniques as far as art and writing is concerned. We are going to have some wonderful guests lined up. We've got Sam or I can never say that name. Ordinary?
Sam.
I think it's Ordinary.
We're not going to do the last name? Same? Okay. So we're going to have Durant. We're going to have Kay Thomas. We are going to have The Art of Dying or Dying Softly. We are going to have Ren Murphy. We are going to have... Who else are we going to have, Sen? There's so many people.
You had to ask me. Yes.
Oh, yeah, because you're my brain.
Fuck, we're screwed, man.
The two last brain cells.
Okay, I just want you guys to know that Kimber is like the person who taught me how to write. Her, Joe, who has been in this chat. There's a few others that are just amazing. We had Lisa in this chat earlier. She's one of the ones that's helped me learn how to write. But like these people are my people, and they know how I work. So who do we have?
Shit. I think you've almost covered them without pulling up Discord to try to look at the schedule because it's buried somewhere. You're doing one, I'm doing one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing two. Two different panels. It's 2 days of panels, about an hour to 2 hours long, talking about all different subjects. There's also going to be an authors panel that Keira is heading up. That's going to have most of the people that she just listed, and we are both really sorry if you are part of this and we skipped your name, please.
Oh, Andy Luke. I know this one.
Yes, Andy Luke.
He has occupied. Okay. Yeah, I'm terrible.
So,
But, I mean, this is better than not promoting it, right?
Yeah, so there's 2 days of this, of all sorts of talks, and it's live questions and chats about all of these things. As I'm writing, I'm doing a panel on how not to, I call them Delta Force SEAL Rangers, how to write military appropriately, because so many people do it so wrong, so wrong, and there ain't nothing that pisses me off more. But we've got all sorts of other things going on, from self-publishing and how to market and how to edit and how to Rances is writing hand-to-hand combat. Yes, hand-to-hand combat. So there's a lot of really good stuff going on.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is going to be the last year. This is the 3rd year, and it's going to be the last year. So we're hoping that it goes out with, on a really high note.
Well, there you guys have it. Make sure not to miss it. I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work because I want to be there to see all these cool things. So I want to work on something myself. But in saying so, your friend group is always first dibs. April, I have 4 slots open. So if you guys have anybody in your friend group that you guys want to bring on to the candy shop, let me know. We'll have a couple of them on the screen. Just send names to me. You guys are welcome. First dibs. Yes, I had a lot of fun, JB. This was a lot of fun. JB, get on that Discord too, bro. Like, watch it with me.
Well, hey, JB, I'll send you a Discord link invite. How about that? Make it easy for you.
There you go. So on that note, guys, we need to cue Friends Forever, Vitamin C, a graduation song. As we go on. I'm not going to sing it all because we're not trying to get copyright. We remember all the good times. You don't know this song? Kimber?
Wait, that was like us though, like high school, like.
Yeah, they played on graduations. Yeah, it's all like cutesy. And on that note, guys, thank you guys so much.
Thanks, guys.
For joining us here today on the Candy Shop. Keira, Kimber, thank you guys so much for joining me. I can feel the buzz already hitting me. I just felt it right now in that second. Pick up from a heart-shaped box. Wayward, they're out. Links down below. And for more information on that Discord situation, the panels, I'm going to put it down as soon as I get all the info for you guys. So don't miss it. Follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Listen to this. All our shenanigans today. Don't miss it. Kimber, did you want to say anything?
I'm going to say this on video. It has to stay up forever so I can link it on my webpage too.
Yeah, if you guys have websites and you're guests, just remind me to keep the video up and I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up for you. All right. Thank you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody. Deuces.